Vamos a ver qué más tenemos por aquí. Hemos conseguido muchos recursos bélicos, la verdad. Alienígena. Flota del Términos. Este grupo de seguridad privada procura mantener la imagen de fuerza mercenaria y profesional, pero los soles azules cada vez están más cerca de convertirse en una auténtica organización mafiosa. Pese a todo, sus tácticas implacables tienen mucha demanda en los sistemas de términos. Después de la Alianza tenemos la primera división de Arturo, un ejército voluntario de civiles, fuerzas paramilitares y reservistas que se han movilizado para detener la ocupación segadora del planeta Benin, para evitar que las fuerzas segadoras los detecten. Sus miembros operan en células que no permanecen mucho tiempo en el mismo lugar. Un puñado de oficiales de la Alianza coordina la primera división, compartiendo datos y enviando pertrechos a los soldados de la Resistencia. También se han dedicado unos cuantos escuadrones de la Alianza a apoyar al ejército improvisado de Benin con soldados expertos. Y la quinta flota de la Alianza. Las redes de energía Krogan abastecen al Purgatorio, permitiendo que el club siga abierto y mejorando la moral de los soldados de permiso. Krogan, tenemos a Urnot Rex. Urnot Rex luchó junto a Shepard durante el primer intento de invasión de los Segadores en 2183. Después regresó a Tuchanka y pasó los siguientes años ascendiendo al liderazgo de su clan y defendiendo métodos progresistas para reforzar el conjunto de los Krogan. Los más conservadores estaban descontentos, pero la noticia de la cura de la genofagia ha unido a todos Tuchanka bajo el mando de Rex. Aclamado no solo como gran guerrero, sino también como salvador, los Krogan seguirán a Urnot Rex hasta las fauces de los Segadores. Clanes Krogan. Los siglos de luchas intestinas Krogan cesaron bruscamente cuando se detuvo una noticia de la cura para la genofagia. Una vez recuperado su futuro, los clanes de Tuchanka se han unido en una demostración de fuerza inédita desde la guerra Ragnai. Además, los clanes llevan décadas acumulando armas de destrucción masiva. Por suerte, en lugar de emplearlas en Tuchanka, utilizarán su capacidad destructiva contra los Segadores. Su fuerza, tamaño y capacidad regenerativa hacen que los Krogan sean tropas de choque ideales. Clan Urnot. El clan Urnot se ha convertido en el representante extraoficial pero indiscutible del poder Krogan ante el resto de la galaxia. Durante la última década, los guerreros de Urnot han absorbido o aniquilado los clanes Nagmor, Jurdon, Quash e incluso al clan Raik, de fiereza legendaria. El hallazgo de una hembra Urnot fértil hizo que aún más Krogan se reunieran bajo el estandarte Urnot, independientemente de su afiliación. Mercenarios Krogan. Muchos Krogan fueron en busca de la fortuna para los los anárquicos sistemas de términos. Su planta imponente y su infame brutalidad les proporcionaban buenos puestos como guardaespaldas y mercenarios. Cuando se corrió la voz de la cura para la genofagia, sus clanes se pusieron en contacto con estos buscavidas y les pidieron que se unieran a Shepard contra los Segadores. Después de varios siglos de lucha sin sentido y futuros pocos prometedores, los Krogan de todos los rincones están acudiendo a la llamada. Ituriano. La División 43 de Marines Turianos fue fundada durante las antiguas guerras de unificación que sacudieron Palren hace más de 2000 años. La 43 mantiene relaciones con otras razas del Consejo y llevan a cabo maniobras conjuntas con las Asari, los Salarianos y más recientemente con las Fuerzas Armadas de la Alianza. Conocer el modo en el que luchan sus aliados se ha convertido en una gran baza, ya que las tropas de la 43 cuentan con la disciplina y la experiencia necesarias para integrarse en cualquier ejército y en cualquier campo de batalla. La recuperación del legendario estandarte del primer regimiento elevó los ánimos de los sobreexplotados soldados turianos. Cuerpo de Ingenieros Turianos. En una sociedad en la que el ejército equivale a un gobierno, el Cuerpo de Ingeniería Turiano se encarga de todo tipo de tareas, desde conservar aceras a construir espaciopuertos. Su fama se extendió más allá de Palaven después de que ayudaran a reparar en un tiempo récord los daños de la ciudadela causados por el soberano. Los ingenieros del Cuerpo de Ingenieros Turianos consideran el crisol el mayor reto de su carrera y han acelerado el proceso de construcción con su pericia y equipo. Bueno, estamos cerca del mínimo de fuerzas, lo cual sigue siendo preocupante.
I'm just glad the diplomats are off the ship. A Krogan and a Turian in the same room is a fight waiting to happen.
Cierto es.
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Novaria. Look at that galaxy map. Do you know how many strategy games are built from that interface?
You play strategy games?
A few. Most are too flashy, though. I prefer chess. I have a set made from rose quartz and hematite back home. I like the feel of something solid in my hands.
Well, now that I know your weakness, we might have to try a game.
It'd be more fun than playing Edie. Edie doesn't sweat.
You sweat playing chess?
Depends on how much fun we're having.
Ok. ¿Tengo aquí algo? Sí. RNA, nuevo artículo segador. Feros. Un grupo de colonos de Feros ha organizado una defensa contra las fuerzas segadoras recién llegadas, conteniéndolas lo suficiente como para que los civiles de las colonias cercanas lograran escapar. La milicia improvisada de Esperanza de Sur, según se dice, compuesta por supervivientes de un salvaje ataque que hace varios años, impidió los intentos de aterrizaje iniciales de los segadores con una eficacia digna de los pelotones más veteranos. Las colonias usan armas improvisadas y suministros rescatados en una instalación de Exogeny en desuso. Esta colonia es nuestro hogar, aseguró la portavoz Lisbeth Bainham. Hemos sobrevivido a cosas peores y hemos aprendido a luchar juntos. Se espera que la colonia disponga de suficiente tiempo para finalizar la evacuación antes de que lleguen más fuerzas segadoras. De las agencias colaboradores de la red de las noticias de la Alianza. Seguimos luchando. De Shiala. Comandante Shepard, no sé si has visto la prensa, pero la gente de Esperanza de Sur vuelve a luchar. Esta vez contra los Segadores en lugar de contra los Geth. Quizás no me recuerdes, pero me ayudaste en Ilium cuando sufrimos problemas médicos. Ahora la Toriana está muerta, puedo confirmártelo. Pero las esporas siguen en nuestro cuerpo y a cierto nivel seguimos conectados. No es algo necesariamente malo. Al defendernos contra los Segadores sentimos a nuestros compañeros y actuamos como si fuéramos solo uno, ignorando el dolor cuando surge la necesidad. Estoy segura de que sigo adoctrinada. Recuerdo la voz del soberano en mi cabeza cuando acudí voluntariamente como esclava de la Toriana. Pero mi conexión con la gente de Esperanza de Su es más intensa y acalla las voces segadoras. La situación es imperfecta y peligrosa. Quizás los colonos deberían separarse por su propia seguridad. Pero con una única mente, unos milicianos no entrenados pueden combatir con la habilidad de comandos veteranos. Somos fuertes. No he olvidado que nos ayudaste, que me perdonaste. Pronto abandonaremos Feros y cuando llegue el momento combatiremos a tu lado. Un trabajo impresionante del general Corinthus. Comandante Shepard, cuando llegaste por primera vez a Menae, no supe darme cuenta de que tu partida con uno de nuestros mejores generales podía ser beneficiosa para nuestra guerra contra los Segadores. Sin embargo, ahora que veo cómo los cazas turianos y Krogan trabajan juntos para derribar a un destructor segador, debo admitir que estoy impresionado. Has forjado una alianza que muchos creyeron imposible. Puede que después de todo acabemos salvando Palaven. Se despide con mucho respeto General Corinthus, mando de Menae. Hacer bebés, de Urnot Rex. Shepard, volver a hacer bebés será divertido. En cuanto termine esta guerra, digamos que pondré mi granito de arena para ayudar a que recuperemos nuestras filas. Realmente te has comportado con nosotros. Es un orgullo que seamos amigos. Eva está en el Valle Kélfico, consiguiendo el apoyo de los demás clanes y haciendo correr la voz. Va a ser una gran líder. La mayoría de los machos no querrán compartir el poder con ella. Pero mala suerte para ellos, aquí mando yo. Ahora salimos a salvar a los turianos, ya que parece que ni se acuerdan de cómo empuñar un arma. Tu lamentable decisión, de la Dalatrasa Linron. Comandante, estoy profundamente decepcionada por tus actos en Tuchanka. Como creía que ya había dejado claro, curar la genofagia tendrá consecuencias a largo plazo. Pasado el peligro de los Segadores, nuestras fuerzas combinadas estarán tan mermadas que ninguna raza de la galaxia será capaz de detener a unos Krogan resurgentes. Es más, sin duda los Krogan querrán vengarse por lo de la genofagia, y la Unión Solariana estará entre sus primeros objetivos. Cuando llegue ese día, comandante, la sangre de mi gente manchará tus manos. Es una vergüenza enterarme además de que uno de nuestros científicos se sacrificó en el cumplimiento de tus órdenes. No, se sacrificó porque quiso. Este es un día aciago, no solo para mi pueblo, sino para toda la civilización galáctica. Claro que sí, lo que tú digas. Voy a hablar con mis compañeros, anda. Quiero perder el tiempo leyendo emails de esta tía.
All right, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
correct.
All right, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
You gotta respect the classics.
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me. The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
All right, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Oh,
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Morden.
He was a good man.
Yeah, he was always running those tests. And one time he tagged me in the middle of the night to ask how many livers humans had. And this bump on my elbow? He said it was just a mild bone deformation, but I'm pretty sure he stuck a probe in there.
Glad it was just your elbow.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
There's enough misery in this universe. It's nice to see something go right for a change.
Can't say I've ever really witnessed history in the making like this. Well, except for Sovereign attacking the Citadel, and then there was the Collector base, but this one felt good. And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if someone like that brother of his, Reeve, took over.
It could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Solarian deal.
yo no.
I could never bring myself to do that, no matter what I was offered.
I admire your restraint, Shepard. It's nice when we can save the galaxy without destroying another race along the way.
Let's hope our luck holds.
Esperemos que sí.
Commander?
I wonder where all the Krogan will live now. I've never seen what you'd call a house on Tuchanka.
Es verdad.
I wonder where all the Krogan will live now. I've never seen what you'd call a house on Tuchanka.
Eso es cierto, tío. Yo nunca he visto una casa en Tuchanka. Viven en las ruinas de todo.
Commander, Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
Ok, iré para
The
allí.
Turians have given us top-level access to their combat data. Their ships are already moving in to help the Alliance fleet. You
Genial.
actually secured a Krogan-Turian alliance. It's one thing to hear about Commander Shepard. It's another to see her in action. Commander?
Gracias, Traynor, por todo. Squeak. A ver, podemos poner algo nuevo. Ah. Nah. Es que no me gusta bajarme la salud, tío. Odio bajarme la salud. Tenemos aquí a... sí, Martin Solus. Aquí no tenemos nada. Aquí tampoco. Aquí tampoco. Zane estaba aquí. Aquí tampoco. Voy a... Ah, no puedo echarme una bebida. No, no puedo. Pensé que podría, pero no hubo esa suerte.
Just reviewing some charts. Just reviewing some charts.
Ok. Idi, ¿qué haces aquí? ¿Nada? Ok. Aquí al fondo debería estar Garrus, pero no va a estar Garrus. Voy a hablar con Liara.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
Kit de mejora de armas. Este equipo de campo se puede utilizar para realizar una única mejora de diversas armas a fin de aumentar la capacidad de munición o el daño. Se han escaneado los planos y enviado al ordenador de la Normandía. Voy a subir el daño de las armas. Restos del destructor Segador. Para evitar el riesgo del adoctrinamiento se han enviado drones remotos para estudiar los restos rescatados de un Segador derribado. Los drones pueden atravesar el casco exterior, analizar los circuitos en busca de tecnología que pueda aumentar la velocidad a la que se disparan las habilidades bióticas, tecnológicas y de combate. Como opción alternativa, el Consejo ha ofrecido un descuento comercial en la ciudadela si se elige la opción más segura y se demuelen los restos. Dame la recarga de poderes. Implantes bióticos avanzados. Este amplificador avanzado es un sofisticado sistema de realimentación. Se puede configurar para facilitar el uso de habilidades bióticas y poderes de combate, o en su lugar aumentar el daño de estos. Recarga. Llamada entre Kasumi Goto y el profesor Scott Olausen. Hola profesor, ¿te acuerdas de ese servidor de comunicaciones punto a punto especial del que hablabas el otro día? ¿Tienes datos de su paradero? Tengo algo mejor, mira en la puerta. Pero si el servidor está en una base de Cerberus. Ya no. Será de gran valor para el crisol. Gracias, señorita Goto. El astrofísico brillante eres tú, profesor. Yo no soy más que una experta en tecnología que también hace chapucillas. Por cierto, ni te imaginas la cantidad de créditos que Cerberus deja a mano. Informes de tráfico de los relés de masa. Aumento o disminución del tráfico reciente en los relés. Guido aumento del 95, Omega 2 de los 65... Y hay 3 no disponibles. Notas proteanas de 2186, tercera entrada. Si lo que dice Javik es cierto, los suyos eran unos imperialistas que aterrorizaron a toda la galaxia, y creo que nos sacrificaría a todos sin pestañear si pudiera traerlos de vuelta. Hoy he revisado mis antiguos apuntes, son tan infantiles, hemos idealizado a los proteanos simplemente porque nos deslumbró la tecnología que dejaron. ¿Es esta la gente a cuyo estudio consagré mi vida? Yes.
Busy? I have time if you'd like to talk. In fact, I could use the distraction.
What's on your mind?
How long it took the Reapers to eradicate the Protheans, and how long they'll need for us. It took them centuries to conquer the Protheans. We're not quite so widespread, but it would still take at least 100 years. It's selfish, but I keep thinking that if we fail... I'm only 109, Shepard. I could live to see the entire cycle come to an end.
Only 109, huh?
I know. It must seem strange to complain about a 1,000-year lifespan. I used to think it was sad that most aliens live such short lives. Maybe it's not such a privilege to outlive so many. To witness so much death.
Don't drive yourself crazy about this, Liara. We're still in the fight.
Only because you're still driving it forward. We finally have other leaders on our side, but none will take us as far as you can. Sometimes I wonder how you do it.
Every time the world's about to end, I think about how mad you'd get if I didn't stop it. I don't know if I could do this without you.
Flatterer.
Qué
I
cookie.
try.
I'll see you soon, Shepard.
What the fuck was that?
Working on anything?
I'm helping decode some of the Crucible's designs, or trying to. Theoretical particle physics based on specialized base 12 mathematics aren't exactly my specialty. And Javik is his usual forthcoming self. I'd trade my last 100 years to resurrect even one Prothean scientist to help us. The genophage cured. The Krogan have no reason to hold back now, do they?
Nope.
Rex knows what he's doing, but can he keep the Krogan in check? Or will
Say.
this be the start of another Krogan empire?
Nah.
Eve's organizing the female Krogan. She reminds me of some of the more formidable matriarchs I've known. The Krogan won't let themselves fall by the wayside again. Not like they did after the rebellions. We'll have to get used to them having a bigger part in the galaxy. I hope the Krogan live up to their ancient legacy, and for the better. Thanks for coming by.
At your service.
De nada. No tenemos nadie aquí, ¿no? No, y parece que no quiere hablar, así que... ¿Qué tenemos aquí? Ingeniero Adams, Donnelly, Daniels, Diana y Javik.
So, Gabby, have you seen Edie's new body?
Oh, I knew this was coming.
I just mean, it's an amazing work of engineering. Elastic titanium silicon polymers, ultra-light harmonic phased power cells.
Mm-hmm.
And if she ever accidentally walks into a wall, it's just so much padding.
Ugh, I knew it.
Wish I were a wall.
You pretty much are, Kenneth.
Commander, remember the problem I mentioned? About a core overload possibly venting into the engineering compartment? Daniels, Donnelly, Edie, and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes.
You see, the venting occurs when IES sinks are in a back cycle, at the same moment the main core is at peak draw, such as from sustained kinetic.
What Kenneth means to say is that we're pretty sure we can make the system safer.
We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Unfortunately, we're cut off from Alliance supply chains. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
Are these modifications really necessary?
It's a safety issue, not exactly critical. Under extreme conditions, like heavy bombardment to the kinetic barriers while traveling at peak flight speeds, plasma can vent into this compartment.
It would vaporize anyone standing in this room.
That sounds more serious than just a safety issue.
Well, under those conditions, odds are you're about to lose the entire ship anyway.
But we want every advantage we can get, right?
I'll look for one the next time we go to the Citadel.
Thanks, Commander.
De nada, Adams.
It's great to be back.
Feels good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Nothing to report.
Commander. I'm glad the Commander didn't forget about us down here.
I told you Shepard would come visit.
Qué majos son.
Why are you so interested in my people, Asari?
Protheans are always an enigma. A mystery to solve. I wanted to know what happened to your civilization. Why did such an enlightened race disappear?
Enlightened?
Well, it seemed that way.
And now that I am here,
I wonder what it's like waking up 50,000 years later to a new galaxy.
I believe this cycle cares too much about what other species think. Krogan, Turian, Solarian, all were primitives in my time. What good does their help do now?
We can't win this war on our own.
Then demand their help. Do not indulge their selfish requests. What will saving one Krogan matter?
If only it were that simple.
If they get in your way, destroy them.
Excuse me?
I apologize. The previous occupant of this room left traces of himself.
Grant.
I have absorbed some of them.
Yes, Grunt. He was a strong one. Maybe it's best if I let you recover.
That would be best. Commander?
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And a Krogan who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished, the weak perished. The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
Was this imperative just your scientist's opinion, or did they prove something we don't know?
The universe had already proven it. They only had to look around.
And saw what, exactly?
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos, the natural order of things. The weakest species are doomed.
It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. Otherwise we'd have anarchy.
But those who had nothing to offer would be eliminated.
So conflict should be a way of life.
Evolution demands it. The strong grow stronger by dominating the weak. It is for the greater good of all. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
Liara? I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
Puede ser.
You think you'd like that? It's a whole different line of work.
I wouldn't know. Living a life of constant war. Taking life in every battle.
I see how it could be tough to see outside the box.
It is the only box I have known. It shapes me, as stone is shaped by the one who carves it. The stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this and we'll both be set free.
Thank you, Commander. I have seen the death of a Reaper. It has been a long time.
Let's hope it's the first of many.
Yes, a difficult fight remains. I would have accepted the Solarian deal and not told the Krogan.
Yeah, come on.
Morality and friendship do not matter now. Your allies are simply resources to use against the Reapers. If the Krogan seek retribution for the past, do not waste time on sterility plagues. Destroy them where they stand. In the meantime, they are useful cannon fodder against the Reapers. Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
Y por eso no te hago caso a ti.
Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
Genophage cure, huh? This beats the hell out of reporting on the Milgram City Council.
I don't think I've heard of Milgram. Which planet is that again?
Beckenstein. It's right next door to the Citadel. I'm a colony kid. Commander, got a minute?
Claro.
What do you want to know?
You've just implemented a cure for the genophage. Millions of Krogan will start fighting the Reapers. What do you say to people who think humanity is starting another Rachni War and Krogan rebellions?
It's easy to remember the worst of Krogan history, but you also need to remember the best.
Meaning?
The Krogan were heroes once, and they want to be heroes again. We're giving them that chance.
Are you aware that Clan Urdnot is already petitioning the Council for an embassy and rights to a colony world?
The Krogan are coming to the aid of a Council homeworld. That's more than a lot of species can say. I helped them get the genophage cure. Anything more is between the Council and the Krogan.
There it is, straight from Commander Shepard. Until tomorrow, this is Diana Allers. Good night and stay strong. Okay, I'll cut that together with the rest of the segment and send it to Command for approval.
Okay.
Commander.
Clan Krogan actualizado. Ya lo veremos. Pues quedaría lo último ya, cubierta de atraque.
Hey Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah. There's that, too. Shepard, thanks again for being there at the Refugee Memorial. I feel better. Everything's so much clearer now.
Glad I could help.
Wish you could have seen that gun on Tachanka firsthand. I cut the auditory emulators and watched that Cerberus cruiser gracefully and silently disintegrate. Beautiful.
Sometimes I worry about you, man.
Can't believe Cerberus would open fire on civilians like that. As twisted and insane as his logic might be, I thought the elusive man was trying to save humanity. I guess he's willing to sacrifice anyone to win. A lot of carbon scoring here. I'll get it cleaned up.
Prácticamente, sí. No es que le cueste demasiado atacar a personas, no.
Parts of Tachanka reminded me of the desert back home. The lizards and worms are bigger, but, you know, the sand and everything. You think that cure they dispersed could do anything to us? We're not going to start growing scales or anything, right? Maybe now that we have the Krogan on board, we can go back to fighting the Reapers. I was looking at the specs on that Reaper you took out on Tachanka. That was one of the small ones? Don't get me wrong, it's still dead, but damn. There was nothing small about it. Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Sí.